new watch, new babe.
So what's good, TMG fam? It's your boy L, and I'm back with another reaction, man. How y'all feel? Welcome back to the channel. You made it to Friday, bro. It's official now. What would suck is if this video doesn't drop till tomorrow and it's actually Saturday. But anyway, either way, you made it to Friday, man. You did it. Relax, keep your feet up, pour your drink. Ladies, let your hair down. All that type of stuff that you do on a Friday, man. You know what time it is. But listen, right? That thumbnail, I can't lie. I couldn't scroll past it. I couldn't. If you see that in a grocery store, bro, like, I'm to be honest with you, I'm watching this to see if that's even real, bro. Cause bro, just looking at that, but you can't like turn your eye away. Like, you gotta see what's that about. What is that? How does that even exist? You know what I'm saying? Like, who packaged that? Like, I need to know. So that's why I'm here. It's just that simple. That simple. You see a thumbnail like that, you gotta know. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're here for. So we're finna check this video out. It is titled Things You Didn't Know. So perfect title with the perfect thumbnail. I'm here for it. Make sure you subscribe, which y'all have been doing. So appreciate y'all, and hit the like button. Let's go.
So today, I'm going to show you things you didn't even know existed. Let's go. One of the most amazing phenomena I've ever seen is the Kopp-Etchells effect. This strange glow can be observed at night when a helicopter takes off or lands in the desert. The glow caused by sand and dust particles rubbing against the rapidly rotating blades, which have a protective metal layer that sparks easily. When taking off or landing in the desert, the helicopter lifts enough sand into the air to produce a noticeable bright glow.
See, I'm glad you learn something new every day, because I can see myself, right? I don't know why I'm in the desert, number one. Number two, I don't know why I'm around a helicopter. But if that should so happen one day, right? And I see that, my first instincts would be to tear out. I'm gone. Because I think it's about to explode, bro. So now that I saw this, I can be a little bit more cautious. I'm still going to back up and give it my distance. But, you know what I mean? I'll be a little more calm. If I didn't know that, I'd have been gone.
Do you know the animated film Kung Fu Panda? Well, I don't know if real pandas know Kung Fu, but I did find a Himalayan bear that's an expert on martial arts. Meet Claude. He lives at the Hiroshima Asa Zoological Park. Almost 20 years ago, Claude...
Yo, if he was doing that, making Bruce Lee sounds, bro, I could sit there and watch that all day, bro, and be entertained.
It was rescued from poachers and given to the zoo, where the caretakers gave the bear cub long sticks to play with. They probably had no idea what would be the consequences. After years of training, Claude has clearly mastered the art of Kung Fu.
Scenario, right? Quick scenario, right? You on a trail, you walking a trail, right? You walking a trail, you rented a cabin in the woods or something, you got up the next morning, beautiful day out. He was like, man, I'm finna walk the trail. You go out, you walk the trail, right? And you stumble upon this bear right here in the middle of the woods doing this, doing what he doing. What do you, at that point in time, what do you say to yourself? What do you do? I would lose my mind. Oh, you can't even call 9. Like, how do you send that 911 call in? Are you like, yo, the Karate Kid bear is out here, the Cobra Kai bear is out here trying to. I don't know, man. Like, this crazy, bro. I live for stuff like this.
He may have even started his own Himalayan Kung Fu school. Experts in wild animal behavior, however, doubt that Claude could have learned it on his own. He plays with the stick just like a human. There are some things that have nothing in common with fire, and one of them is the Bloody Sea. unless we're talking about illustrations of the end of the world when the laws of physics stop working, but usually water doesn't burn, except on the island of Mocha in Chile, where unique patches of burning water can be seen. Here you'll find unique patches of burning water. Strictly speaking, it's not really water that's on fire. Wells of natural gas are cleverly located on the shore of the island. Under certain conditions, they catch fire and you can see the flames in the water. However, several factors must coincide for this to happen: a low tide and a low wind. Some people say that the end justifies the means, but this is usually said about some pretty creepy things. Not about an inflatable army. Nevertheless, during World War II, Allied troops used exactly that. The US and Britain had entire ghost battalions to deceive the enemy. The American Army had 17 inflatable trucks, tanks, and artillery pieces that looked intimidating from a distance.
Some of y'all may be like, yo, that was the dumbest thing. Me, I look at the glass half, I'm like, yo, that's smart. Somebody was brilliant, bro. That's thinking outside the box, man. They might have been short in this area and needed to look like they weren't short. And they got a lot of people. And they did that. They came up with clever, look. That's the type of person that I want at the head of things. You know what I'm saying? That's the person I want leading. A person that's not afraid to think outside the box, man, to go to the extreme, bro. This is the extreme.
Fake troops are made of inflatable tubes, and for plausibility, they were covered in rubber.
Now, of course, if one of those would have popped and the enemy figured out that you was running a game like this, then of course it would be over. Your plan is foiled. But yeah, you know what I mean? At least try it.
From a distance, enemies could really mistake them for a real army. Probably everyone knows more or less what northern lights look like. These green or purple streaks in the sky can only be seen in certain areas, and only at certain times. But sometimes solar activity causes special magnetic storms, filling the sky with shades of red. In 2012, solar storms showered the Earth with a stream of charged particles. These particles excited oxygen atoms in the upper layers of the Earth's atmosphere, and I won't bore you with a lot of complicated terms. The point is that the sky turned red. But this doesn't mean that the end of the world is near. It's just the sun having a little fun. And it also gives you a chance to take some cool pictures for Instagram. If you've been on the internet long enough, you probably thought that this is photoshopped or some kind of fake created to shock everyone. But no, this isn't a fake. In any case, there is a man who creates food that looks disgustingly like human body parts. All right, keep it cool. Keep it cool, keep your food inside your body. It's simply bread and other baked goods made by Kitawa Unarum. Why? Honestly, I don't know. I guess he has a peculiar sense of humor.
That's actually bread? And he did a whole head, bro. Who is this guy? Jeffrey Dahmer's nephew or something? Like who? This stuff looks real. How could you even eat that? But I have a strong sense to order it now. Just to imagine during Thanksgiving bringing that out. Like, do we got any bread? Y'all got any rolls? Gotcha, fam. I got some in the oven. My bad. I thought I put them on the table. And sitting that on the table, or better yet, sitting the head on the table, bro. Imagine that during Thanksgiving. And so we got to figure this out, y'all. We got to figure out where we order this from. I'm with it now. I done talked myself into it.
Keep it cool, keep your food inside your body. It's simply bread and other baked goods made by Kitawa Unarum. Why? Honestly, I don't know. I guess he has a peculiar sense of humor. Have you ever seen a waterfall falling upward? Yep, you can't just make a video without unusual waterfalls. This natural phenomenon is known as a reverse waterfall, and it can be found in several places on our planet, including Iceland, India, and Scotland. If you look at a reverse waterfall from afar, you might think it's a real miracle that's broken all the laws of physics. Seriously, how can water flow upward? Where's gravity? But sadly, there's no magic here. Just like the burning water from before, there's a simple explanation. Only here, instead of gas, the phenomena is caused by strong winds. So here's a fact, lawns have pimples too. Well, something like that, like swellings that you have to get rid of. They're also called lawn bubbles. a phenomenon that occurs after heavy rains when rainwater gets sort of caught between the layers of the lawn. It can't absorb into the soil because the clay or plastic layer gets in the way, and the result is something like a blister on the lawn. A big green blister filled with dirty water that can damage the grass. And what to do in such a case? You've got to squeeze it out. Well, not with your hands, of course. Find something big and sharp. And remember, never use a pitchfork on your face. Have you ever wondered what really rotates the Earth? No, not the inertia of ancient cosmic processes, not some magical force. The Earth is rotated by reindeer. Seriously, see for yourself. Most likely, rotating is an instinctive form of defense. Reindeer are herd animals, used to being hunted by predators, and spinning in place helps protect them. Children and females are in the center of the circle, and the males walk around them to protect the herd. Each one has their back, so to speak, to the one ahead of them. Also, with the constant rotation, it'll be harder for the predator to choose a prey and aim. What happens if you break a raw chicken egg? At best, a fried egg. At worst, a slimy spot on the floor that your roommate won't be happy about. What about the same experiment but underwater? Really deep. Oddly enough, at great depths, an egg without its shell doesn't lose its shape. Because of sufficient pressure, it even tries to hold it. It tries its best. Honestly, I don't even know what it looks like anymore. Like frozen bubbles? A forgotten dry breakfast king size? Or is it an unknown alien life form from the new Ridley Scott movie? Such perfectly round or almost perfectly round ice boulders can be found during the cold season on the shores of some lakes. For example, Lake Michigan. And yes, aliens definitely didn't participate in their creation. At least they didn't leave any trace behind. As for the round shape, it's pretty simple. When chunks of ice break off near the shore, the waves rolling them back and forth gradually round the edges. Of course, the water for this must be cold enough not to melt the ice, but also warm enough not to freeze permanently. 50 years ago, it seemed like cars parked outside every house was a fantasy. But what about airplanes? It's already happening today. You just have to know where to look. The Cameron Air Park Estates area is an absolutely unique place. It's located right next.
And I was just saying that the other day, man. Like, more and more people are starting to get their pilot's license. Like, it used to be like you didn't know anybody that had their, but you're starting to become familiar with more and more people that's like, yo, I got my pilot. Like, it's like like you can pick them up at a gas station or something. Like, yeah, let me get a pack of Newports. Let me get 5 lottery tickets and oh yeah. Let me get that pilot's license right there. How much is that? Like, that's the way people, I feel like people are getting their pilot's license these days, bro. Just everybody has them.
To Cameron Park Airport, and every home here comes with its own hangar, so owners can store their planes within walking distance and of course roll them out onto the street to the runway to take to the skies at any minute. By the way, pay attention to the wide streets. Not only can you drive there without fear of hitting someone with your wings, but you can also take off or land if necessary. For those who...
I can't lie, that is super dope though. You just pull out of your driveway and you on the runway right there. That's crazy.
Were left without music while traveling, they've learned to make musical roads. It's quite simple. The roadway is laid in such a way as to cause tactile vibration and audible noise while driving. It's transmitted through the wheels to the car body, and you hear a tune. The magic of...
Wow. Like, y'all can't tell me we aren't a talented species, bro. Like, you can't tell me we aren't talented, man. We have got to just apply those talents, bro. I never thought I would see the day that somebody could tell me there's a musical road, and when you drive it, your car makes it bounces off of your car and makes the music. Like, that's insane to me, bro. It's incredible though, at the same time.
Physics, and little channels in the asphalt. Today, musical roads exist in Denmark, Hungary, Japan, South Korea, the United States, China, Iran, San Marino, Taiwan.
Imagine driving your car. Y'all know what I was going to say. Imagine driving your car down and you hear, I'm like big butts and I cannot. Like, it makes this, it plays the beat for that, bro. Imagine hearing like some of those wild, like, it's your chance, do your dance, do the hump. Everybody, oh, do me, baby. Imagine hearing that while your car rolling, bro. I would be rolling. See, that's why you can't give me that type of skill. Cause I have y'all listening to all kind of stuff when you ride down that road. You be like, was that baby got back? Was that Humpty Hump? Was that Tupac Hail Mary?
On the Netherlands and Indonesia. Okay, let's be honest. Everyone has at least once wanted to get a cloak of invisibility as a gift.
My body's gone. What's an invisibility cloak?
And it doesn't matter for what purpose. But while we were all dreaming while watching Harry Potter, Hyper Stealth Corporation developed a transparent material that allows you to hide the objects behind it. No power supply, no screen system, just light refraction tricks. The material refracts it so you can see only the objects very close or very far away. Keep your distance and you'll be fine. Drones are already being used almost everywhere, so why not trust them with firefighting as well? You know, there's really a lot of advantages here. People don't come into direct contact with fire, and drones get to the source of the fire much faster than deploying all kinds of
This is crazy. I never thought about it. I gotta call my guys that are still at the fire department, man, and ask them, do they have drones or are they getting drones? That makes a lot of sense, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now, to the firefighter, that's to them, man, because when you're in that world, bro, you love putting out fires. I hate to say it, but it's the truth. You love to put out fires, bro. You know, it's kind of like a catch-22. You hate it that somebody's house burned, but you did get into this job because you like fighting fires. So you know what I'm saying? You met with that dilemma, man. But to see this come in, you gotta have mixed feelings about it, because on one, it's kind of taking away what you love to do, but at the same time, it's taking away a lot of the risk that you would have had to face to go up a high rise like that. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff you have to do when you go up a high rise. You got to tie off of the standpipe system. You know what I'm saying? You got to do different things, man. One floor up, one floor down. Like, it's a lot of things.
ladders and hoses. Firefighting drones also have the ability to shoot in the infrared spectrum, just in case the smoke makes it difficult to assess the exact location for the powdery delivery. It was strange that so many people
That's insane.
avoided this thing for so long, but a Chinese company started producing these devices in earnest. Maybe in another 5 years, drones will be able to pull people out of burning buildings. It's believed that the most powerful and highest tsunami reached more than 500 meters in height and was recorded in 1958 in Alaska, while the highest normal waves are recorded off the coast of Portugal near the city of Nazaré. During the period from October to February, this place attracts hundreds of tourists ready to admire the huge waves. The height of the crest sometimes exceeds 30 meters, and someone even tried to ride them, and someone even managed to. There are many objects and living things that are capable of glowing. Pictures on clothes, fish, insects, mushrooms. Wait, mushrooms? Yeah, that's right. Mushrooms can do that too. Although scientists have no idea why they need it. Most species of mushrooms emit a faint light that can only be seen in very dark conditions. But there are some that are quite bright. For example, Poramycena manipularis shines so bright that it can be seen 40 meters away. And you can even read in mushroom light. We'll see you later.
Dope video, but we have to figure out where we can get that bread and that package from, bro. You know what I mean? Imagine that, bro, sitting that down. Like, imagine you invited your pastor over. Imagine you were sitting down to a banquet with the police at a police banquet, man, and you bring that out and sit it on the table, bro. Like, imagine different settings you could use this on, man. I need that in my life, bro. Just for once. I gotta find it. So if y'all know where to find that at, let me know in the comment section. All right, it's your boy L, man. Y'all stick around and stay tuned. Till the next reaction of my piece, y'all stay solid. Hey.